What's up, guys? All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just walking. Yeah, it's what? It's 9:12 right now. So I'm actually outside, just counting on the steps, and I'm gonna. It's one of those weekly check-ins. I look kind of white. So Hiram, how's it going? Kamusta na yung inano mo dyan? Like, I'll be honest, dude. It's been a bit tough these past few weeks. Like, I've been locked in on the grind. I've been focused. Gonna put I'm on the call. So yeah, I'm locked in on the grind. We got our biometrics for Canada. Then we got our medical just this I think a week ago already. So everything's moving fast. And it actually took a while for me to adjust to it, but I've adjusted to it now. And yeah, Canada is really coming near. And in the meantime, I'm not waiting. I'm just pushing it out all on the grind on YouTube. So it's honestly like at times it's kind of isolating, especially when you're locked in on the grind. Alex Ramosi said this one time that it really feels alone at times because you're at a certain level where you're you're greater than the friends that you currently have, but you're not yet at the level of the friends that you could be having. So I'm kind of like in the middle, and I'm not trying to bring down any of my other friends, but I'm like at that middle ground where naturally if I try to force it, it's gonna backfire because I'm locked in on my focus on my channel, and honestly it's gonna be hard like balancing all of it at once. So this is why I'm doing this recording thing. I'm gonna upload it to my channel. Gosh, freaking jeepney. There are certain areas here where it's generally more safer. Obviously, Marikina, Providence is not perfect, but I take this seriously. I take pollution very seriously here. Like the first Jeep encounter I had in a while. But yeah, I'm minimizing all the exposure that I can, just so I can function, my best, basically. Because there's a lot of hidden agers and hidden killers in our world. So it's pretty hard. Let me just put this. There's a lot. Give me a second. There's a lot of hidden agers, killers in our world. And it's tough because most of us aren't even aware of it. So yeah, actually, that's why I've been watching Brian Johnson lately, and it really opened my perspective more on like what I'm doing to my body. can hear the sounds right now. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty loud. So it's like I'm taking a walk. But I'm gonna be honest, because what's funny is in my household, dad is been constantly checking, the kind of the stuff. He's actually the most excited one out of all of us, I feel like. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm not really tied to it. I'm just glad, I'm grateful. And I guess it's good to have that opposition that he's more excited, you know. But yeah, he's been constantly checking the Canada status to see kung kamusta na yung ano namin, if we got accepted and stuff. And yeah, so far it takes like approximately like 2 months. 2 months plus. So we're really gonna see like where we stand 2 to 3 months from now. So we're really gonna see. And honestly, I was skeptical at first. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, whoa, this shit ain't real. We're not going to Canada yet. We probably failed. But that was a wrongdoing on my part because I didn't really study the process of Canada. I believed if I actually studied it a bit, I could have helped my parents somewhat, with the process. But yeah, I mean, here we are right now. We're standing after doing medical, bro. It's crazy. Everything's moving fast. Actually, speaking of like fast, like speaking of fast, speaking of fast, I've been pushing out videos lately faster, and also institute. I haven't been going at all. I've been too focused on my grind, and institute just became something secondary. I just go if there's class. And what's funny is a lot of my teachers actually flake a lot. And I actually got called to sub once, which made me decide if this class was even worth going at all. Because the teacher never, actually barely siya pupunta. Ako na lang palagi yung teacher. Actually, ako lang ginawang teacher. It's funny. And it was a good experience. It was a good experience for me to actually teach class. But yeah, if the teacher isn't gonna frequently show up and she often flakes, I mean, I don't blame her. This stuff is for free. When you go to church, I mean, when you go to institute here in LDS, all the teachers here aren't paid, as far as I know. So they're all doing this for voluntary reasons, and because they want to help the younger generation, and sometimes out of obligation, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, most of the time they aren't paid to do this. So the tendency is they have other priorities in their life, so they aren't able to go. So yun yung nangyayari, and I completely understand that. But what's funny is it's been like 2 weeks now, and I actually haven't attended institute at all. It's like, so I had two classes. I had Tuesday and I had Thursday. So my Tuesday class, our teacher, she has this kind of weird schedule. She would go sometimes and she would not go at all. And sometimes she would just tell us late notice, which is funny. Because all of us would be there, and then I became the sub. So I noticed this pattern, where she would, and also what stacked was sometimes classes would occasionally not happen. Minsan walang klase. Tapos, minsan, kahit meron, wala naman yung teacher. So, it's so funny. Kasi, minsan merong teacher, tapos wala namang pasok. Tapos minsan, walang pasok. Like, dude, talagang it's working against me. I mean, I could go to institute and just chill there. But what's my reason there besides actually because I have shit to do? If there's actually a class, then I would go. Like I literally called down my Tuesday class because the teacher was so flaky. I don't know if she would go or not, and it's super hard. And first of all, I'm like 50-50 on the mission decision. Like when I realized my great when I realized my greater purpose, it's kind of become something that I just realized now that if my reason changed now, then it means it never was there to begin with, probably. And I don't want to give that to the Lord, basically. I don't want to give them like my half-ass reason to go on a mission. But yeah, my dad. I'm keeping this. I've been keeping this private to everybody else. They don't deserve an explanation, basically, and only I deserve to know that. Because some things are just better off left not said, and that's exactly what I teach inside of. Is that the more you over-explain, the more. Damn. So dog. The more you over-explain, the more you're basically letting people use that against you. Because when they ask for a reason why that you chose a certain thing, reason why you chose a certain thing, they're trying to change your mind. And if you obviously are set on your decision, you don't deserve any explaining. They don't deserve any or explaining. Of course, if they're their doctor, then you have to explain what you're doing to your body. But there are some situations, like literally in your daily life, some people, if they haven't earned the answer to it, you don't have to explain it. And sometimes it's better. Some things are just better off left not said, because it will be used against you. And that's a bigger problem if you explain some things that you aren't supposed to explain, and now you're gonna have to over-explain even more to change their opinion about you. So sometimes it's just better off just not say it at all. That's how reality is. Because in the end of the day, us as humans, we judge people, good or bad. We still judge regardless, and it doesn't change because we're all human, and we still judge to an extent. That's how we keep ourselves safe. You know, that's how we perceive the world, and it's hard, and it's hard for ourselves if we keep explaining these stuff to strangers, or even people, or even our friends that don't even deserve the explanation to begin with. Because some things are just better left not. Some things are better off just left not said. So, yeah. Speaking of side of as well, it's been actually going pretty good. We're about to hit 4K, dude. What the fuck? I was expecting this to grow. I was expecting me to hit 1K like next year or something. Back then it seemed far out of reach. Now, now I'm about to hit my 4K goal. Actually, it wasn't even a goal. Now we're gonna shoot even higher. We're gonna shoot. Damn, son. Cars. Whew. So, we're gonna shoot an even higher goal now. 10K subs. 10K subs. Within the next 6 months, I have to hit 10K subs. That's like a non-negotiable. Within the next 6 months, I have to hit 10K subs. Like, dude, at this rate, like the channel's gonna be big. Like 10K subs, bro. Holy shit. It's a freaking milestone, dude. So I got like big dreams, and I also got an editor by my side who actually passionately wants to edit self-improvement stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So like I got like really big ideas for a channel, and I got the newest video uploaded. Also, speaking of like videos, I noticed something really crucial. Like earlier morning, I did finish 2 hours of work, but I felt burnt out around the end. Could because I'm hungry and I didn't have enough fuel. So after I was done like eating, I took a nap. Took like a pretty long break, like 3 hour break. I was just decompressing. I just took a nap, watched YouTube and stuff. And then when I came back on my computer, I had this energy to just continue the video. And I spent another hour. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Another hour like doing the video. And it's crazy to even it's crazy to speak of it. But I actually finished it. And I was expecting the video for me to finish the Hello. Makulit po. Kaya nga po eh. Pangalan niya po? Milo. Boy Milo. I got Milo there. Anyways. So, I was actually thinking, I was actually planning, I'm not kidding, planning on getting the video done tomorrow. Because I already did 2 hours. That was actually after a stupid slump of 3 days doing jack shit. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I did like 25 minutes of work like 3 days ago, bro. And I called it a day. What I did was I had 25-minute Pomodoro. A freaking 20-minute break. Short break, keep in mind. 20-minute short break. And a 60-minute long break. And this is not even the tip. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I had it on 2 intervals. So that means every time I finished my 25-minute task, I'd go immediately on a 20-minute break. So that's like freaking 90% of the work I spend time. So I literally shot myself in the foot, and I can't ever enter flow state. And I asked myself, what the hell is going on? I can't lock in, dude. I was literally cooking myself. I was shooting myself in the foot. It was so goofy. And when I ran this through Gemini, shout out to Gemini, dude, because honestly, ChatGPT is a bummer. And it kind of sucks as well. The information is kind of outdated, and it can't even watch YouTube videos. Like, bro, what the heck? So, Gemini is the new op. I mean, the new ally in our shadow army. We got vidIQ, freaking Gemini now. Got ChatGPT dethroned, bro. Because honestly, you can't even attach pictures there. There's like a certain quota. I think it's 5 photos. But it's frustrating as heck. But yeah, Gemini so far, hopefully Gemini doesn't get this treatment. But yeah, I've been reusing it like a lot recently. And for certain tasks like analyzing stuff, it's really helpful. Sobrang nakakatulong siya. Honestly, if you're actually deciding on choosing like an AI to use, I've used a lot. I've tested out Perplexity, ChatGPT, what else? And when the moment I got one of my friends recommended me Gemini. And I tried it out. And holy shit, you can even generate images. And it's super helpful tool, especially if you're just doing like some quick like edits as well and you don't really want to do it yourself. But yeah, as far as AI goes, you still have to use it as a tool and not just replace everything else. People say that AI is bad. We have to go to the old school ways. Dude, we have to learn to adapt. We're living in a time where everything adapts. And kung hindi ka mag-adapt, parang tanga ka. Kasi ang bilis ng natin dito sa mundo natin, hindi natin leverage na lahat ng gagamitin natin. Diba? Kung sabihin natin yung AI masama. Kasi na-invade na tayo ng aliens. AI is invading us, we're cooked. Wala na akong trabaho, edi adapt, bro. wala kang magagawa. Kaya sa sobrang bullshit kung sabihin natin na, ay, wala akong trabaho sa AI. Yeah, ang mahalaga is anong gagawin mo pagtapos. Oh, parang kung sabihin ko sa'yo, pre, na may tao na katulad mo na may ginawa. Kasi lahat tayo may free will. Tama. Kung lahat tayo may free will, we have the chance, we have the ability to fucking do something about it. If we're just gonna cry and weep, you're fucking stupid as hell. First of all, you can do something about it. And this is tough love for you all out there. Naging motivational speaker na tuloy. But yeah. Gotta leverage everything you have. Take advantage of the opportunities that you have in front of you. If you're currently in school and you want to start a business, you want to grind, you gotta lock in. But your friends say, I don't want to. You just want to party. Shut the fuck up and get your ass out of here. Surround yourself with people that strengthen you. Because that's what we are, bro. Yeah, dude, I look like a nerd, but I'm actually like kind of fine. I look like an introvert. Just like faking type of shit. Faking type of shit. I look like a freaking introvert. Gosh. Because I am. I'm a multivert. I have different modes that I can switch to. You know, shit. Yeah. So, ちょっとコリアですね。ビラです。별로 차오드 친구죠. 차오즈. 차오즈구나. 추러. 담스.